Well, hello Pisces. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and get into your general reading. We are going to start with the oracles and then we're going to get into the tarot, okay? All right, so this is for Pisces. Let's see what comes out here for you, Pisces. All right, that literally took no time at all. That is crazy. It never happens that way. Here at the bottom of the deck, you have baggage. Ooh, okay. We're going to get to that. You have optical illusion. This came out second. I guess it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. This is dealing with relationships, hands down. You have 3 7s in your reading. Let me make sure you guys can see this. This looks a little crooked. Hands down, this deals with, okay, 7th house issues is like marriage, you know, sometimes, and just interpersonal relationship, mostly dealing with marriage, okay? But this is a general part of your reading, so I don't want you to think that it's only dealing with relationships, but the fact that I'm looking at 3 7s, okay, that's pretty major because it's how you connect with people, how you communicate with people, that type of thing, okay? Before I even read any of these cards, I want to tell you what I'm saying. There could be something that's over with, okay? There's been a lot of, I would say there has been a lot of maybe possibly secrets or obsessions. I would say mostly obsessions with this read. There's been separations that you guys have experienced because, again, dealing with Scorpio, it is a ending. Okay, it doesn't have to be like a permanent ending, but I actually see it here on this card that it talks about separations too. There's been problems in a marriage type of energy, right? Like if it had anything to do with commitments, that's what I'm saying. If it has something to do with your work, that is something that you're committed to with your work and career, it's still that thing. Like it's still that same element where you're not happy. Now let's go ahead. Let's start. The first card talks about an optical illusion. It literally says, not what it seems. Now, if we're talking about a relationship or how your life has been, maybe other people have a certain view of you or a certain view of your family, certain view of, you at work, certain view of your marriage or whatever. It's not what it seems. And for a lot of you, it says a head trip. This has been crazy. Like something about the connection has just been so off. It's been crazy. Okay. The next card, though, is the universe. So it's like some of you are either praying for something to happen. Some of you guys are at this place where you feel like the person that you are connected to, whether it's, and I'm going to be honest, whether it's your spouse or someone else, you can feel that you have this otherworldly connection because part of the universe, that's what it means, right? But I do feel a spiritual energy here with you. Or maybe the universe is saying that you need to be grounded, you need to pray more, and you need to connect more with the universe. Because we talked about obsessions, and a lot of times when we're dealing with fleshly things, we depend on ourselves. We don't depend on the universe. We don't depend on God to change anything, which is not a good thing, okay? The bigger picture, what is this all about? Okay, so like we said, even before, we see that there's some confusion. There's something that's happening in your relationships with people. And you just need to know what this is all about. Okay, here with the universe card. It says unending, whew, unending, infinite. We know that this is dealing with a universe though, but I'm just saying, I just think that that's interesting. Okay. The next card here is the curtain call. It says recognition. Now, whatever you guys are doing for work, I feel like you are going to be recognized. I feel like a lot of people are going to be applauding you. I love the fact that there's a stage. So if you do anything in the arts, if you create your own thing. Maybe at work, you're so good at what you do. I mean, people are just like coming up to you saying, oh, you did an amazing job. I'm going to give you a bonus, or I want to give you some type of recognition party, something like that. Sometimes it's just you just being a center of attention for whatever reason, right? I mean, it could be family things. It could be relationships. It's like you are at the center of attention, spotlight. You're the focus of attention in the future for something, if it has nothing to do with your work. Now, I feel like it's work though, because it's a 6, right? It's either dealing with your work or your health, okay? So that means something that you need to focus on with your body, with your mind, especially dealing with your body. You need to focus on something that, dealing with your health, or with work, like I said before. Hands down, a lot of like recognition and appreciation for your abilities and skills. Here with baggage, there has been some complicated situations with relationships. We're just going to have to be completely honest with this one. It says some of you are fearing a total separation, or you guys are at this place where you're separated. There's been some unresolved issues with your love life, with someone that you love. Something that has been a problem, because again, access or baggage is like, you can't forget. Like, let's just say there's really no baggage but someone's memories, or the fact that it's like things can never go back to the way that they were, right? That's the baggage. It doesn't have to be people, okay? It could be emotions, it could be feelings, okay? Something like that. So like I said before, when we're talking about relationships, there has been something that has been a problem. It has been hassles. It's been complicated. It's just been that type of thing. And so here with the optical illusion, it's like, are you making up a story in your head that's not real about how this connection is? Okay. Whew, kind of deep, Pisces. Now we're going to go ahead and get into your tarot. I am just going to go ahead and just pull from the top. Whatever is in reverse is in reverse. Whatever is in the upright is in the upright. But we will see what's happening here for you. Okay, just going to take that. I don't know what that is. This is going to be for Pisces. Pisces. Okay. The first card that came out is the Knight of Wands in the reverse. You have the 8 of Wands in the upright. You have the the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Actually, that's the reverse. All right. Knight of Wands. Reckless. Unpredictable behavior. Jealousy. Holding grudges, or just volatile. So like, if let's say this is a connection. Remember when I said this is like, it's not what you think it is. How has the connection really been? And so, someone comes in and says, I know how the connection has been. It's been a mess. It's been complicated. Like I said before, saying things without thinking, making choices and decisions without thinking. Jealousy was involved. Could have been, definitely, because they're, Knight of Wands sometimes represent, you or someone else dealing with other people. But it can create a reckless behavior, right? So the connection isn't what it seems. Part of what it isn't what it seems is like for you to take a step back and look at this for what it really is. Okay, are you being truthful to yourself is what this basically is saying. The 8 of Wands is like a decision, even though it's a beautiful card here with the 8 of Wands, but it may be one of those things like you may need to go in a different direction. Now, I don't usually tell people if they're married or if they're in connection or anything like that. I don't really tell them, okay, to leave their spouse or anything like that. That's their decision. But that energy is there, right? With the 8 of Wands, it's like, remember, we're talking about an unending thing. Yes, there could be something, you know, like if you are married or if you have been dealing with someone, families could be involved, maybe a business, maybe you'll deal with them because of a business, maybe you'll deal with them because of children and something like that. But I do see with the Eight of Wands, I'm not seeing this being cohesive the way that you want because of what has happened with the Knight of Wands. And this is a continuous thing. Okay, it's a continuous energy where it's like it's not stopping. So what you've been experiencing is what you're going to be experiencing, which is the reason why the baggage is there. Someone wants freedom, I guess, to some type of degree. All right. Now for you, you may want alignment. You want communication. You want things to go a certain way. And the thing is that it could happen where things may seem like everything is going okay. But the reason why I say I don't see it that way is because the Ace of Swords is in reverse. The Ace of Swords is not bad, but it's still in reverse. Someone is very unclear about what they want to do. Now, we already see that there's either a fear of a separation or a fear of something just being completely over with. Here with the Ace of Swords, it says someone could be reevaluating, but that their judgment is clouded, right? But there could be still so much hostility. And that could be the conversation that you and your person may talk about. Like, I see it clearly now that this may not work for whatever reason. Okay, it's still going to be your decision. You're going to know what to do, you and your person, but that's what I'm saying. Now, as far as what's happening with money is going to get so much better for you guys if you've been in that energy of like, you know, having money problems, money issues, because again, Eight of Wands is taking off in recognition, things going so well for you, okay? Ace of Swords is the same thing. I just feel like it's some decisions that some of you guys are trying to make. Maybe if there's like two different options, you know, part of your recognition is maybe a new position at a job or something. But I definitely see your money getting better, and you need it because money has been tight or something dealing with your finances. You weren't in a good place. You weren't comfortable. And so I do see you being a little bit more comfortable in the future financially. But as far as relationships, it's a lot here. It's a lot of burdens that I'm seeing in this reading. Let's see. A lot of mystery about the future here, Pisces. All right, let's get it. You have the Moon, speaking of mystery. You have the Ace of Wands in the upright. I do see sex here. I do see sex, and I see the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So there's a wish come true that's not happening here. The sex is there, but again, you're dealing with the Knight of Wands. There's someone who is not necessarily feeling like they are connected to you. Okay. Maybe at one point that could have been, but in this reading, it's saying that the person doesn't necessarily feel that kindership anymore. They don't necessarily feel that connection anymore, right? And the Moon card is saying, again, illusion. You could be thinking that this is something that it's not. Okay, you got two illusionary cards. There it is again with uncertainty. This is what I said. There's a lot of mystery behind this connection when it comes down to you and someone. Your feelings are so involved here. A lot of crying, a lot of maybe anger. Like I said before, volatility, right? Like, it's like, just really upset with somebody because sometimes part of that Ace of Wands, that passion bubbling up, just angry because things are not going your way. Angry because you have to move on. Angry because, you know, things have not been the way you want them to be. And that happens even with your money. You're like, I'm putting all of my energy into this. I'm putting all of my energy into something and it isn't moving. It isn't going right. Well, that's because according to source, this is the way it's supposed to be. Now, that's what I meant. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. Okay, that's the unending. Your relationship with the universe is unending. Your relationship with other people is not guaranteed. Okay, so looking at this, I do see that, you know, like it says, there's a lot of anger here. Part of that needing an outlet is not to, you know, throw your anger off on someone because, you know, things are not going your way. The universe is saying, pray. I need you to pray to me. I need you to pray. Because right now you may be triggered. Okay, Pisces, you may be triggered, but I need you to pray. And the 9 of Cups is, like it says, a hollow feeling because you're not getting what you desire. That's what we said even earlier. I could see it from a mile away, right? It does not mean that your life is not going to turn right. It doesn't mean that things are not going to, you know, in the way that you want, but it could be in a different way now, okay? We have addictions here. We have obsessions here. So, you know, be careful with drinking, smoking, you know, things that could cause harm to your body. I think we talked about before body. Remember, we talked about the body and we talked about your work. Overworking, not having enough balance between work and your relationships, and then being so sad with the moon card that you are, you know, just overindulging. You know, it's just this sadness, okay? So that's what I'm saying. But things, like I said, I wanna pull a good card because I don't want to leave it like this. Let's get a upright card for Pisces because you guys already know I'm a solution-based reader and I don't want to leave it like this. Let's see. So here with justice is in the upright. What does it mean? Doing what's right, having integrity. You've learned a lot of life lessons, and finally you're seeing the truth. That's the difference between the way the reading started and to now, where it's saying now you're seeing the truth. Things are going to get, your life is going to get back in balance, and that's what I'm seeing. Okay, even when it comes down to love, for some of you, you're going to have the right kind of love where, you know, both parties love each other, especially if you're single. If you don't have anyone in your life, there's going to be a right person coming into your life, and it's hitting the source card. The universe is going to bring this person into your life, and it's going to be fair. You're not going to feel like you're a victim in everything. Okay, you're going to take your power back, but you do understand that, like, again, like I said, that anger, if you've experienced anger, if you've been experiencing fighting, there's a cause and effect to everything that we do. And so it's like, it may not turn out the way we want. And that can happen with your person as well. It's not just you. That can happen with your person. But I see that things are going to balance out for you in a really, really good way. One thing I can say, this could be court. Some of you guys may go to court or have like some type of court case. You know, it could be because of family problems or something like that I see here, or it could be because of work. But this is what I have for you here, Pisces. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel, and I will see you guys back here again later. Bye, guys.